Yes, Apple is finally gonna give iPhone users the one thing they have always wanted. And no, it's not a discount.
Want daily tech news in a way that doesn't suck?
Of course you do.
Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next episode.
Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Front Page Tech, of course, show that gives you all latest tech news from one geek that is me to another that is you. Happy Tuesday. Sorry, I'm looking at myself over here on the monitor as I'm filming, and I realized I look like someone wrapped a tablecloth around a refrigerator. Okay, news. All right, so first up, story numero uno for the day is about the iPhone 11. 11? What? 11? The iPhone 11. Can we call it the iPhone 11 with a B from now on? Anyway, it's about the iPhone 11. According to a report from Makataka Macaroni and Cheese, they say that both iPhone 11 models, being a 6.1 inch and 6.5 inch, those OLED models, are both going to have that triple lens camera setup on the back thing. Transformer looking doohickey. Okay, so cool. Awesome. Both are gonna be ugly as fuck. So instead of just the bigger model having the better camera setup, and I don't mean aesthetically better, I just mean theoretically better because more cameras equal more cares. They would just both have the same thing. But there we are again with that size difference that we mentioned a couple episodes ago. So a 6.1 inch successor to the iPhone XS, being the iPhone 11, would put it closer to the size of the iPhone XR that we have now. God, I know, the timeline's hard. But that is not the most interesting thing that Macaroni and Cheese reported. It also seems that you'll be getting a surprise new charger in the box. The one thing you've all been waiting for! According to Makataka and Cheese, the iPhone 11 will also include a USB-C to Lightning cable in the box with an 18-watt fast charger! Yes, praise the heavens! Alright, next up, I'm sure you've heard it all before, how Apple constantly copies stuff straight from Android, how stuff from iOS always ended up in Android first, and Apple's unoriginal, and they just had to copy it, because Android's the best! Android was first! Well, now it seems that Android is going to take something straight out of the iOS playbook. More specifically, this would be more of a software and hardware integration feature. There's a line of code in the Android Q beta that references something that we haven't seen announced yet. Something called a deep press, which we can assume would be literally just exactly what we already have, what we expect with 3D Touch on an iPhone. And Google's own description of deep press is the current event stream represents the user intentionally pressing harder on the screen. Now, that's pretty much it. We really don't have any other information to go off of here, but it's safe to assume that not only is Google doing this to incorporate for themselves, maybe with the Pixel line down the road, but this is also a feature they want to add into Android for OEMs to take full advantage of. Pressure-sensitive displays that would be able to use this feature natively in Android. Take advantage of that feature, the deep press feature. And it's not the first time we've seen stuff like this on Android either. We even have stuff where it's just a long press where it sort of simulates what you get with 3D Touch. And listen, I am all for this. I love 3D Touch on the iPhone, and we've heard rumors that Apple's going to be ditching that technology moving forward. Apple may look at 3D Touch as a waste of engineering resources, a waste of resources, money in general. It's not the most intuitive feature on the iPhone. Like, you kind of got to be told that it's there to know to use it. And I have said this for years, that a lot of what you get through 3D Touch can be simulated with a long press. So Apple could save money, ditch the feature, and they may potentially do that in the near future. So with Apple ditching it, but Google adding it, yeah, sign me the fuck up. All right, so last up, you may have heard this one floating around for the last couple days. Let's talk about it here real quick. As you know, the ultrasonic fingerprint sensor scanner, why can't I talk? The ultrasonic fingerprint scanner inside the Galaxy S10 is super secure. That is, unless you got a fake finger. Anytime we get a new biometric way of protecting your phone, unlocking the phone, locking the phone. People are on the prowl looking to go ahead and fool it. And in a post on Imgur, we're calling it Imgur, a user by the name of Darkshark, you can really tell I'm falling apart towards the end of the episode, holy shit. He took a picture of his fingerprint that was on a wine glass, processed that image within Photoshop, then made a model of it using 3ds Max, and that allowed him, after a 13-minute print and 3 different attempts because he had to tweak it a few times, he ended up with a fake 3D finger. His finger. A fake 3D version of his finger. And yep, with that 3D printed thing, he went ahead and fooled the ultrasonic fingerprint scanner in the Galaxy S10. And of course, it's been posted everywhere about how it was fooled. We did it. They fooled the fingerprint scanner. So to the news outlets and the YouTubers that are going off of this headline, I have a question for you. How the fuck would you consider this being fooled? It literally did its job. It did the exact thing the ultrasonic fingerprint scanner is supposed to do. Unlock to your fingerprint, you f***. That is what it is designed to do. Oh, see fingerprint? Open phone. Phone lock, fingerprint, open. Instead, I think we should be giving props to Darkshark for being able to print such an accurate representation of his fucking thumb. So stop poo-pooing on the Galaxy S10. It did exactly what it was supposed to do. Instead, let's praise the Darkshark dude. That was awesome. That was a lot of effort. And listen, if you're worried that your Galaxy S10 is gonna be unlocked by a fake finger, just remember the perpetrator has to get an image. They have to process an image of your fingerprint, your thumbprint off a goddamn wine glass, whatever you touched, really doesn't matter, and then put that in Photoshop, process that correctly, then make a 3D render, process that correctly, and then print the thing, tweak it until it's right. And if that person has that much time to make a fake thumb, try it on the phone a bunch of times, tweak it, try it again, then they have your phone. You're probably dead. It's probably too late, and maybe don't worry about your phone being unlocked because it doesn't matter. You won't care because you're dead. In which case, they won't need to print anything. They could just use your cold, dead thumb. And that's the show. Hopefully you liked it, you learned something. If you did, hit that like button. If you hate my stupid face, hit the dislike button. If you're new here, subscribe, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.